What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Joe, coming back at you with another video. So as you can see, I'm not sitting in my regular chair, and I'm not even outside of my living room. I'm still in my room though, but I'm going to talk to you guys about something very important that I actually had a discussion with my students and their parents. Now, as you can see here, I got my pennants up here. So the Dallas Cowboys one is first. It's over there. So don't get upset with me if you're here and you're a Cowboys fan. Okay. I have many favorite teams. I have a lot of teams that I like, but yeah. So anyway, but that's not what I'm talking about. So are belts important in martial arts? Well, the answer to that is very simple. Yes and no. I know. Not as simple as you guys would think, but it's still important. And I feel like we should have a discussion about it. So why aren't belts important? Well, belts aren't important because I think a lot of people misjudge belts as skill level rather than time served, okay? Just because you're a red level 1 or a red level 2 or a red level 3 does not mean that a blue level 3, which is this one right here, cannot beat you, okay? I'm going to give you a quick story. I was actually at the Tiger Rock World Tournament 2 years ago. It was one in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we had this thing called open sparring, which is where everyone takes off their belts. And it's basically, you spar someone, you don't know what rank they are. And yeah, it was my first one. And I was actually this belt right here. This one. It's a solid blue belt. It's blue level 2. And I decided, hey, I might as well try it. So I was actually the second one to go up. It was me and another guy. We were the second two to compete. And I honestly, I knew that I wasn't going to win, but I wanted to do my best, and I wanted to see if maybe I could win. You know, you never know. So we bow and we spar. We sparred for a minute and a half. And at the end of it, you know, I did not wind up winning. I'm going to let you know. But I asked the judge, I said, "Excuse me, sir, how much did you beat me by?" He said 1 point. I said, "Okay, that's pretty cool." And I went to the guy later after everything was over, and he sparred one more time after that, and he lost. But I went up to him and I asked him, and what's funny is that he sparred my instructor. My instructor beat him. So I went to the guy and I asked him, I said, "Excuse me, sir, what rank are you?" He says, "Oh, I'm a second degree black belt." So I was a blue level 2, this belt right here, and the dude was way more than any of these belts. He was a second degree. And I was like, whoa, are you kidding me? So belts are not important because they don't show skill-wise, okay? They don't show, they don't tell you how good you actually are, okay? They just basically show time served, okay? Now, belts are also, but let me go back to this. Why are belts important? Because the answer, remember, was yes and no. So why are belts important? Well, belts are important because, especially for someone like me who's a visual learner, when you start at this one down here. You start at a white belt, which is this one right here. You know, the solid white one, the very first one. And then there's many belts after that you have to go through. Now, is there a finite number of belts you can get? Yes, of course there are. However, to get to ninth degree, okay, ninth degree, that's like, oh my goodness, like 30, 40 years. Okay, that's ridiculous. Which is why actually I think I made a video about it. I know I made one about how to spot a fake martial art, and I think in there I mentioned that if the instructor's age does not match his belt, then no go. Like if you see someone who's in their 30s and they're like in 8th degree, no, they're fake. But anyway, moving on. Belts are important because they give you little goals that you can set for yourself. Like, for example, if you get to here, well, you're not allowed to spar until you get to this one right here, which is the white, or the green with the white stripe on it, which is a green level 1. Okay? So when you're here, you want to set a goal to get to there because that's when you get to spar. When you're here, especially in Tiger Rock, okay? And I'm going based off Tiger Rock. I don't know how other schools do it, but this is just something that I can show you guys easily. When you get to here, which is the green level 1, which is the green with the white stripe, you want to get to here because here is when you start board breaking, and board breaking is a lot of fun. When you're here, you want to get to here because then you get a big chunk of the form, and you get to learn it and stuff like that. When you get to here, you want to get to here. Here is when you start learning the rest of the black belt, or you start learning the black belt form. Okay, you start learning how much of the form there actually is that you're not doing. When you get to here, you want to get to this one here. This is the one that I'm currently at. It's a first degree level 1 black belt. Okay. When you get to here, you want to get to the one above that, which is a first degree level 2, because there you get your name on your belt. And you just start making more goals and more goals and more goals on top of that. So belts are important because they give you little goals to set for yourself. And it's really cool to see your progress throughout each belt. Now, like I said, belts don't necessarily mean your skill level, but then again, they kind of do, because you're serving more time and more time and more time in that particular belt. You get the beginning of your form at white and yellow right here. Then you get an extra chunk of your form. When you're here and you get to like here, you see in your testing for the green level 3, you get to see exactly how much of the part of the green belt form you actually learned and how good you're getting at it. When you get to here, you get another chunk of your form. Okay, you start and once you get moving up through the blue belt ranks, you can see how much of the blue belt part of the form you actually are getting better at. And not only that, you improve a lot more on the rest of these. And that's the same thing that it goes through each color. Now, brown and red had the same form as each other, and that's because of there's a whole reason behind it, and I'll make another video about that later. But right here, you get to see how much you improve on the rest of these forms and the rest of these part of the forms. So belts are important because even though they don't show skill level, they kind of do. Okay, because you're serving more time and more time. Belts are mainly there to show other people, hey, I may not be as good as this person that's a higher rank than me, but I've been here just as long as some of these other guys, if not longer. Okay, so basically it's just there to show time served, and it's there to show other people, hey, I may not be as good as you, but I'm a higher rank than you, so please show me respect. And respect is a huge part of the martial arts. So are belts important? No. Are belts important? No. But are belts important? Yes. Okay, so I hope that clears up a lot of questions for you guys about belts and stuff like that in martial arts. Now, some martial arts do not have belts, and that's fine, like capoeira, Muay Thai. Some of the other ones, I think, Jiu-Jitsu does, karate does. I don't know if Krav Maga does. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say yes or no on that. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope that answers a lot of your questions. Leave a like if you guys like. Comment down below what you want to know about next in martial arts. And yep, have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Peace.